Well, Tom, just reflections on the first 2 days. Must be very happy with this position.
I mean, yeah, very happy. It's not often you get obviously 500 on the board, so you'd say we're in the box seat. It's going to be a challenge, obviously, getting 20 wickets because the wicket is very placid. But I thought all the guys batted brilliantly. I thought Chef obviously set it up. But the way the lower order came in there, say lower order, middle order came in there, everyone getting runs is really pleasing, especially after a couple of disappointing batting performances. So I think the lads have done brilliantly.
What you have given, of course, is you give them the opportunity to harm, to extract any turn there might be as the game wears on. Plenty of runs to play with, and I guess you're really only looking at the bowling changes at one end, are you?
Well, yeah, I think Harmy, he knows himself, he's probably got a few overs to bowl. But as I said, it's the wicket is a pretty dead wicket, so it's going to be a monumental effort. One which I think our group of lads are up to. Something that we've done many times in the past. But it's exciting to have Snates obviously makes a first team debut for Essex, who's bowled brilliantly all pre-season and in the two. So I think it's the sort of wicket. I know there's not much help for the seam, but bowl stump to stump, he's got some good skills. It'll be interesting to see.
Looking at the team's performance, you'd be delighted as skipper that so many people chipped in together with runs. You've had runs coming from different quarters all season, but haven't actually put it together. Well, we did against Worcester down at our place, but after Edgbaston last week, this was very satisfying, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think all the batters are actually in a really good place. We spoke after that Edgbaston game, and it was disappointing to lose. Obviously, it was probably that hour in the third innings, our second innings, which cost us the game. And we reflected on how many times have we got ourselves out rather than bowlers getting us out, and that's probably been quite frequent this year. But it was nice, obviously, to back that performance up with getting 500 on the board. It shows a lot about the character in the changing room. So, it's a good place to be. 500 on the board, but it's going to be, I think, hard work to get these 20 wickets.
Let's talk about you. This innings here, very, very satisfying. Obviously, any time to get a century, but you were in really imperious form there, weren't you? I didn't feel imperious form. I felt very scratchy for most of the innings. It was quite hard going, quite slow scoring. I've chatted to a few of the boys. Normally I score a little bit quicker than I have been this year, but it was nice to get a few nice shots away. But it was slow going at times, which was quite infuriating. But it's just nice to contribute. It's nice to obviously score runs, but it obviously means a lot more if the end result is a win. From what you were saying there then, Tom, is it a sort of get yourself out wicket, and that makes it sometimes more difficult for a batsman because you don't want to be rash, do you, and then regret that shot afterwards?
I think you've seen how low the wicket's keeping. I think it was, from the first session, some balls weren't carrying through to the keeper, so it is a very low placid wicket, and it is frustrating, I'd imagine, for bowlers because there's not much in it for them, but you never know. Scoreboard pressure, these guys have spent a lot of time in the field for the last couple of games, so there might be some tired legs, tired minds, and hopefully we can capitalise on that and get 20 poles.
When the fixtures come out, if Worcestershire are in our group, is that the first fixture you look forward to?
No.
I mean, it's amazing your record against them, isn't it? Your high score, double century earlier on, your last 6 visits to the crease here, you've scored 3 centuries, including one for the England Lions. Just seems you got this love affair with their bowling.
Yeah. No, I don't really look out for Worcester, I suppose, but I know obviously scored runs against them, which is quite pleasing. But just one of those things, I suppose.